Losing a loved one is undeniably one of life's most challenging and emotional experiences. When you are carrying the heavy weight of grief, the last thing you want to think about is the law. Yet, families are often forced to navigate a complex, unfamiliar legal process known as probate.
At the center of this legal journey is the probate judge. They are a crucial figure whose responsibility is to ensure that the deceased's final wishes are honored and the estate is managed fairly. Today, we will explore their essential role. Please note, the information provided here is for general informational purposes only and should not be taken as formal legal advice.
Before we can understand the judge's role, we first need to answer a fundamental question. What exactly is probate? In simple terms, probate is the legal and court-supervised process of administering the estate of a deceased person. It serves as a structured framework to ensure a person's final wishes are honored and their affairs are legally settled. The process generally follows a specific path. First, if a will exists, it must be validated by the court. Next comes the identification and inventorying of the deceased person's property, including real estate and financial accounts. Once all the assets are accounted for, any outstanding taxes and debts must be paid off using the estate's funds. Finally, the remaining property is formally distributed to the rightful beneficiaries or heirs. Ultimately, this structured process prevents chaos, providing a definitive legal conclusion to a person's lifelong accumulations. Welcome to the heart of the probate process, the courtroom. Here, one central figure stands as the absolute cornerstone of fairness and legality, the probate judge. At their core, a probate judge serves as a completely neutral party. When an individual passes away, their estate must be properly settled, and it is the judge who oversees this complex transition without bias or personal interest.
Think of the probate judge as a legal referee. They do not take sides between grieving family members, competing creditors, or hopeful beneficiaries. Their sole allegiance is to the law and the deceased's true intentions.
By carefully reviewing wills, officially appointing executors, and mediating difficult disputes, the judge ensures that every single step of the administration complies strictly with state law. Through their impartial authority, the probate judge provides much-needed order and peace of mind during what is often a highly emotional and challenging time for families.
At the heart of a probate judge's duties is the validation of a deceased person's last will and testament. This crucial first step ensures the document is legally binding, properly signed by witnesses, and genuinely reflects the final wishes of the deceased, completely free from any undue influence, coercion, or fraud.
Once the will is formally validated, the judge's next responsibility is to appoint a personal representative to manage the estate's affairs. If a valid will exists, the judge appoints the named executor. However, if there is no will, the judge appoints an administrator according to strict state laws, officially granting them the legal authority to act on behalf of the estate. While the probate judge does not manage the day-to-day financial affairs of the estate, they closely and consistently supervise the administrator's progress. They ensure that all outstanding debts are paid to creditors, final taxes are accurately filed, and all assets are properly inventoried within strict legal deadlines set by the court. Estates can unfortunately become emotional battlegrounds for complex family disputes. When heirs disagree over asset distribution or question the financial actions of the executor, the probate judge steps in as a neutral arbiter. They hold formal hearings, evaluate presented evidence, and make impartial legal rulings to resolve these family conflicts fairly. Beyond handling the estates of the deceased, probate judges also play a vital, compassionate role in protecting the living. They are responsible for appointing and overseeing guardians or conservators for vulnerable minors and incapacitated adults, ensuring their physical well-being, medical care, and financial assets are safely and legally managed. Finally, before an estate can be officially and legally closed, the judge must meticulously review and approve the final accounting. They carefully examine the financial ledger to confirm that all remaining assets were properly distributed to the rightful beneficiaries. bringing the entire probate process to a highly transparent and legal conclusion. For beneficiaries, the probate process can feel confusing. However, remember that the probate judge is fundamentally there to protect your interests. The judge's primary responsibility is to ensure absolute fair treatment for all parties involved, making certain that the final wishes of the deceased are respectfully honored. When an estate is divided, the judge oversees the distribution of assets. They meticulously review the actions of the executor, diligently protecting your inheritance from any potential mishandling, mismanagement, or unfair distribution. If conflicts arise between family members or creditors, the judge provides a neutral, structured forum for dispute resolution. You are given a platform to voice your concerns, and the judge carefully weighs all the evidence to make impartial, legally sound decisions. While the judge cannot provide direct legal advice, they and their staff offer essential guidance on court procedures. By holding the executor accountable, the judge ensures your rights are protected, providing a profound sense of relief during a stressful time. Navigating probate might seem overwhelming, but it generally follows 8 distinct steps. It begins with filing a petition with the court, followed by notifying heirs and creditors. Next is the formal appointment of an executor or administrator. Once appointed, the executor must take an inventory of the estate's assets, which are then used for the payment of debts and taxes. After that comes the accounting of all financial actions taken. Finally, the remaining assets are ready for distribution to the beneficiaries, leading to the ultimate goal, closing the estate. So how long does this all take? There is no one-size-fits-all answer. For a simple estate with clear instructions and no disputes, probate might wrap up in a few months. However, complex estates involving multiple properties, businesses, or contested wills can easily drag on for a year or much longer. Probate isn't just time-consuming, it also carries costs. Typical expenses include court filing fees, executor compensation, and attorney fees. These vary wildly by state. For example, California sets statutory attorney fees based on a percentage of the estate's gross value. Conversely, Texas offers an independent administration process, which can be significantly cheaper and faster, often utilizing flat or hourly legal fees. Because rules vary so drastically, consulting a local probate attorney is always your best first move. Navigating probate court can be incredibly complex. Hiring an experienced probate attorney is often your best move to ensure the process goes smoothly. They understand the intricacies of local laws and handle the heavy lifting of filing legal documents accurately. More importantly, legal counsel helps minimize costly errors and helps executors avoid personal liability. When stakes are high, having a professional advocate by your side is invaluable. If you must appear in court, preparation and presentation matter. Treat the courtroom with the utmost respect. Dress professionally, as if you were attending a formal business meeting, and bring all required documentation neatly organized in a folder. When addressing the probate judge, always speak clearly and respectfully, referring to them as Your Honor. Keep your answers concise, take careful notes, and never interrupt the judge or other parties. Navigating probate can feel overwhelming, but understanding the crucial role of a probate judge is your first step toward peace of mind. Remember, you do not have to handle these complex estate matters alone. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this guide helpful, please hit that like button, leave a comment below with your questions, and subscribe to our channel for more valuable advice. For a complete directory of professionals and further assistance, visit funeralus.com/directory today.